If you followed the channel or followed what we've been doing since 2016, you know that we've been going off on how the mainstream publishing industry is dying. People come at us in the comments, go,
No, it's not. You're just making things up for clicks. But DC Comics is doing fine.
and things like that. But we've highlighted actual numbers with sales. We've shown demonstratively what's going on, not just in comics, but in book publishing also, that these companies are propped up by fake government grants. They're propped up by a library system where they send their books to libraries, and then the government pays them for them, but nobody's actually reading these books. None of these people have actual readers. We've shown that Patrick S. Tomlinson, for example, sells less than 1,000 copies of his novels, which is, 25 times less magnitude what I sell for my novels. And I'm just doing this myself. It's pretty funny when he's working for a big corporation like Macmillan, and he can't get any traction whatsoever. So that's what's going on here. And now we have even more coming directly from the mouths of TradPub themselves, that this industry is dying, and we're going to laugh the entire way because these people have blacklisted us. They've libeled us. They've done terrible things to just normal people, normal readers, normal creators, in order to prop up their creepy identitarian BS, which nobody wants at the end of the day. And we're going to expose all of it right here. I'm so excited, guys. All right, if you're new to the channel, I am the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. I have a bunch of #1 best-selling books. I've got award-winning comics. We've done very well on Kickstarter, just with this latest graphic novel. And it's on Overmind now. So this is cool because this is the first time I wanted to try something different because I've got book readers, I've got comic readers. So what I did with Overmind is I created a comic of one story following this Ayla Rin character who's like a Flash Gordon sci-fi adventurer, like an old school pulp, because I love that kind of stuff. And then I also made a novel. It's called The Immortal Edge, and we're almost finished with that. I've got like 4 scenes left to write as of this recording, and that's right here. And you can get this along with it. So you can pair your novel and your comic. So I've got like a multimedia world that I'm building in science fiction. There's nothing like it out there, and this is so cool. I can't wait as this grows, this property grows, and we just do so many cool things with it, guys. It's going to be awesome. We're working on games. We're working on, animation, just interesting things that we're going to fight the culture war, and we're going to fight against this corporate crap that nobody wants. It's very fantastic. People are loving it. Digital is out, so if you want to just get the book digitally, you can get that like right now immediately. The links are in the description below. All physical copies come with the digital copies too, so you can keep those nice. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate you guys. Went a little longer with that than I wanted, but I got excited this morning because I've got the Schadenfreude going. If you don't know what Schadenfreude is, well, you should get a bigger vocabulary, I guess. But my audience does. My audience knows this stuff. The TradPub, not so much, but mine does. Here we are, April Henry. I have no idea who this is. April Henry Books. Seems like a nice lady. I kill people on paper. NYT best-selling mystery author, does jiu-jitsu, and has pronouns in the bio, because of course. All right, so she exposes what's going on here, which is fantastic. I'm laughing so hard. In Penguin Random House, Simon & Schuster antitrust trial. Yes, they've got a monopoly on things. There's antitrust going on with this because of all their little schemes and scams. And Penguin Random House Simon & Schuster is like the biggest publisher. They own distributors. Marvel Comics distributes through them. It's just like it's a nightmare of a whole thing that needs to be untangled here. And it's revealed that out of 58,000 trade titles, that's just books, published per year, less than half of those titles sell fewer than 1 dozen books. That's 12 copies. So if you're looking at that, half of 58,000, for those who need to do math, is about 29,000. Did I do that math right? Yes, I did. Okay. I did that in my head real quick. You never know. So 29,000 books that are released every year sell less than 12 copies. This is insane. So I've always said that traditional publishing is a vanity press, that people do it to be like, I have the ability to get into bookstores. And then they can give themselves claps, and then they can get a blue check mark on Twitter, but they don't make any money. They're not actually making a profession out of this. We are over here, but they're not over there. And it's pretty amazing to watch this. So at the end of the day, by the way, if you've got your book, and I always love to do the math on this, and say it's $15. Okay, when you get to the distributor, right, you have to sell it for $7.50. Okay, $7.50. Then when the distributor sells it to the bookstore, to the distributor from the publisher, we're talking $3.25. Okay, so at that point, it costs about $1.50 maybe to print the book. So the publisher is getting like $1.50 right there or so. Okay, so then the publisher has a contract with the author, and the author usually gets like 20-30% of book sales. So we're talking 30-40 cents to the author. Okay, let's call it 40 cents. And then their agent, because you have to get an agent to get to the publisher. This is such a pyramid scheme scam. The agent then gets 25% of that, right? So then the author gets like 30 cents per book max. So you sell 10 copies of that, the author is making $3. And that's the system they've set up. It's so insane. And none of these people can promote. Nobody's writing things that they want. Here it is. 90% of books sell fewer than 2,000 units. That's our Patrick S. Tomlinsons who get to, speak at Worldcon. They like to act like they're important, but that's them. They're not making money off this stuff. I don't know how they're surviving. Probably on his wife's salary, but whatever it is. I am an amazing success, says this April Henry, who I've not heard of. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Has to play the victim because she's a woman online, of course. That's what women do online. It's obnoxious. I am only seeing these quotes on the hot sheet of people pulling the hot sheet. Is this getting read wrong? How can someone only sell 12 copies of a book? I can tell you how. It's called woke politics, my friends. I do see this New York Times. About 98% of the books the publishers released in 2020 sold fewer than 5,000 copies. And I see this from a 26 article. So this is a lot of years. In 2004, 950,000 titles sold fewer than 99 copies. So yes, all this is adding up, and it's all piling up. People are starting to see this. So how is TradPub surviving? Well, like I said, they push their books into libraries. So the government pays them for stuff. The government gives them grants for different arts things and different research things. So there's this whole scheme on that level where those big publishers are propped up. They have distribution networks, so they make the money at the distributor level also. That's why it's an antitrust thing going on right now. It's just a crazy, crazy situation that's had years and years, and it's really a nasty sort of group. And this is what happens. It's become insular. It's become a power structure where these people at the top get to play kingmaker. They get to get people to bend over backwards for them so they can get their books published and things like that. I know a lady who she had a problem even 2016. She wasn't a Trump supporter or anything like that, but she was supporting Bernie vocally. And the industry came after her. They were about to publish her book, and they said, "You can't do that. You're anti-feminine if you're not supporting Hillary." So she had to shut up her social media profile just to keep her job, keep her book getting published. I mean, it is really a racket where people are coerced, people are awful, and that is what the New York publishing industry is. So the good news is, again, most people who are trying to get in with this system, this scam, are failing. And so eventually what's going to happen with this house of cards is their clout's not going to matter. Again, why does it matter if somebody's got a publisher or whatever when I can just do this on YouTube and make my own platform without anybody telling me what to write, telling me what I'm allowed to say, telling me what I'm allowed to, what themes I'm allowed to put in my books. I get to do everything myself. And it's really, really fun to watch these people flail and fail. I really love it because I think corporations are evil at the end of the day. And we are going to do something different in building a new world of independent art, independent commentary, independent reporting, and just independence. And I love it. All right. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. I love to hear from you guys when these situations come up. Not many people report this on YouTube other than me. So I hope if you're new here, you'll come join us in the channel and have fun with us. We love having new people here. Hit the like and subscribe button. And of course, support the alternatives to New York publishing. We've got Overmind. We've got The Immortal Edge on here. We've got all my books. You can check out something. Something will be right for you. I try to give a little something for everybody. You'll enjoy it. All right. See you guys soon.